Okay, so let's actually turn down my music a bit too loud. Yeah, so yep. So I'm going to be working on creating the character loading menu today. Hope that goes well. And let's hope some of my music I've got going is decent as well. It's going to be annoying to keep on changing it. Yeah, that's alright. That's nice. That's quite good. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I've already given it a there you go, load chart panel. So well, first of all, just create the VGI for it. Okay, so this is what I've got at the moment. So this we created another thing. I haven't put in the models yet, just because I haven't decided yet what they will be. And I believe I've just tested this up to 1,000 slots. So the algorithm is working quite nicely. Oh, this octagon does not seem to be working now. I did put an octagon in here, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, the octagon is definitely not working. Interesting. The only change was that it's been branded now. Okay. And yeah, if I click load character, it hides. Leave server does nothing yet either, and there's no sound on any of them yet, because I keep forgetting to put that in. Okay then, so we are working on the load character. So yeah, I mean some of this stuff here is a bit messy at the moment, so I do need to refine it a bit. So load character. Okay, so now this is gonna get interesting. There you go. So we've got a panel here, which just popped up, which works. Okay, so what I'm thinking is thinking a more unusual approach to what I normally do. Because I normally do scroll bars, but looking through demo stuff a couple of days ago, when trying to find the scroll panel, I did find this, which looks like it could be interesting to work with. I mean, I'll need to create the HUD assets for this stuff, but it's not too bad. This seems fairly nice. So D horizontal scroller. So I'm setting the size to be, I'm thinking 270 or 300. Actually, I need to look at this. Because I was thinking two of these combined. Which is, you've got a gap of 5 in there. So it's 80, add 75. I cannot work that out of my head. Either way, don't need to. Okay, so size 300 does seem a bit. Seems a bit small. 300. I should be able to get away with doing screen width divided by 2. minus 250. Of course, need to remove that one and that one. No, I should. What am I doing? I should be able to. It should always be fine with half screen width. Yeah, there you go. So of course, centering, of course. So I should be able to do center. I'm hoping here. I've never actually tested centering. So it's centered, but I need to center it in my own way because it's truly centered. But I want it to be fitting around here, and then there's going to be a button here which you click. So actually, wait, what am I doing? This should be add another 80. Actually, that centering should be decent. Yeah, there you go. That's what I wanted. Yeah. So now let's just set the. Let's just remove the title for it, and then of course I need to go through all of these and set the. And I keep forgetting to remove it when I. Yeah. There you go. No title. I mean these are all draggable at the moment, so not sure if I'm going to keep it. I mean, very obviously I'm probably going to create an effect like this on it. So I might do that now. So I'm going to use the screen width. So don't remember what code I used. This, isn't it? And so basically you keep on centering it each time you do it. So you put this here. I mean, maybe you want to do it over a second instead, which I feel like doing it over a second now. Just because, yeah, like that actually seems to be there seems to be a pause there. Actually, it seems to be it seems to take its time. Interesting. Oh, that's probably because it's creating 1,000 buttons before it even thinks about the next frame. That's probably the reason why. Okay, so did I paste that in? No, I did not. There you go. Of course you need to put the Israel there, just so I need to, I should just work that out instead of doing that. And then I mean 2 seconds seems a bit iffy, like speed wise. Okay, so it takes some time for that to go in, so just set it to be 0 to begin with. There you go, that will make it look better. And then there you go. So it now goes out like this one. I mean, it's still draggable, but does not need to be drag wheel at all. So I mean, this is not functional yet, but it's good enough. It works. It's a nice effect. And now we need to put in the. Don't know why. Yeah, I do need to center it. Okay, so now we are going to need to add the scroller. So this one doesn't need to be is equal to VGUI, and then I might need to make it a bit create. I don't even remember what it was called now. Was it D horizontal scroller? Yeah, D horizontal. D horizontal. Horizontal scroller. It's going to be interesting. Because what I'm thinking is I want to try combine one of these with a side scroller and see what happens. Because it should be able to get fairly decent, but not sure. Okay, so local scroller is equal to that, and then scroller set size screen width divided by 2, and then this should be 75 and 80. Let's see what happens just with that. Actually, no, I need a scroller dot paint equal to function self the I forgot to parent it. Now that will... I can't drag it anymore, but there you go. I don't think this one doesn't move this one yet, but that one does, and that one moves that. Okay, so yeah, you can now see I've got a orange thing that permanently. So now I've got a mock-up of what the character database vaguely looks like. I've skipped out things which are not required. Okay, so you create two spheres. Not spheres. I cannot speak. Okay. So local char slot is equal to 0, because if it's 0 it will get a null value and therefore won't work, so therefore no, they haven't selected a player. Or you start off with 1 and then you load out in the first one. Might do that one instead. Haven't decided yet. Might do that. Okay then. So create a D button. Should really be batching it. But set size 270. No, 270. Don't know where that came from. 75 add 80. I should just work that out. 7 minus 2. ball. I can't do simple math at the moment. Yeah, 2. Okay. 755. Why was that so hard? Okay. Yeah, I forgot to put my arguments. So. Okay. Square. Yeah, this finally. So now he's made some SL textures for me. Well, no, just textures. That's really what I want. I should be able to get the faction color eventually, but for now, I'll just use that. Haven't even set the position yet, or the fact that this is on the load chart panel. No, this is on scroller. Okay, so there you go. Very nice there. Ooh. Yeah, that does not look nice. Okay, so you can just set the total to nothing. So then you add the, I'm assuming, player name. Maybe over the model, you add a rank. You do name, rank, faction, title, maybe. Yeah, maybe if you've got a title. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that looks like that'll work. Okay, so I now need to set the position. So, but set position index. Yeah. Index -1 times 150. Let's try 160. Let's try that. 0. Yeah, that works. I mean, except for the dreadful yellow background, which is going to quickly vanish. There you go. So nothing simple. So very simple now. So now we are going to. We need to create a custom render function, won't I? Let's try draw an octagon on here. Where's my fucking octagon? There it is. Really? Now the entire octagon function is decided to magically stop working. That's nice to know. Did I accidentally delete it? Interesting. Okay, so this just doesn't work anymore, so instead, so now this is going to be a pain. So I will need to create my own VGI function, but for now I'm not going to bother. So eventually I'll have my own either D button, probably maybe D button with a model panel. No, probably a model panel. Then I'll just put a D button over it. Just the D button will be blank, and then I'll just test it with the model for now. Local MDL is equal to VGUI.create D model panel. I don't have my centering code either. So it says 125. Okay, so there are some random things being drawn there, which is strange. And I can still click them and stuff. Like, that's not a problem. I can still click it and all. But the starters, it wasn't. I think 120 might be a bit better. Like, there are these random be that? Unlikely. Okay, what was that? So it's something which was actually on that. So there you go. And the offset's still off. Like, they are tiny. So I'm gonna go it down to 15. Or just, I mean, it's close. It's so close there. There you go. That looks like that should work. I mean, eventually I'll be able to just, once I got fixed the octagon stuff, there won't be an issue. Because once I fix the octagon, I can actually render it fully inside the actual thing, because I can use the polygon of the octagon to match this here, which is what I was trying to do in this panel here. But as you can see, for some reason, the entire octagon function has failed. Which is interesting, because to my knowledge, none of this code has been changed. So for it to change is very strange. So now I need to center and get it in this section here. So I'm literally just going to move one of these buttons over here. Actually, these No, well, cool. So let's start working on that. So we now add another button, which will be load out button. Equal, and I can actually have that local pgui.create. Oh, I don't. Where is it? Yep. I just pressed F11. Not sure how that actually look. I'm intrigued. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So it does pop up on the string. That's good to know. Okay, this song. So what I probably should draw a selection box around the one I've got selected. So I'll do that in a bit. Basically, I think it's net underscore loadout. Then you give a value. So just slot. I don't remember the exact net function, but I'm just gonna go into out because it doesn't matter because I don't have. I'm in sandbox, which at the moment, so I've got none of the functions I normally would have in this situation. Because I'm working on the whole panel instead of worrying about the game mode. So okay, so yeah, these don't have the whole. Like these have a nice hover and things like that. So these are obvious when you've clicked them and stuff. This is that an ad? No, it's shit. Yay, ad. Who doesn't love some ads? Okay, and also we need to set title, no text. Then that do click is equal to function. Then jar slot is equal to index. Okay, so now jar slot. So now if jar slot equals index, then so I don't remember the name of this function. It's like render outline or something. Draw outline track. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a guess of about 40 here. Like, this is probably going to be miles off, but because I copied it. So let's just center. Okay, that does kind of explain. Yeah, you can see centering here is based off of when it was 0. So yeah, you can't center this stuff. So I need to do it manually. So set position width is green width divided by 2 minus 250 divided by 2, and then this one is just 155 add 75 divided by 2. It should be about, what is that? No. Oh wait, I added. I needed to minus. That still looks off. There you go. There you go. And now I just remove the close button there, and we create an empty render on here. So there you go, look at that. Okay, that is actually pretty nice there. But I think I'm looking for more. I think that's more what I'm looking for. It is, but it's rendering off, so actually I'm just going to go with that, because I know the optical rendering is not working, so doing that is pretty nice. There you go. Now of course I load character, and that's the gist of it. But of course I've got how many behind here, probably loads, which is affecting my frames. I mean, this isn't dependent on frames, this is dependent off, this should always take 2 seconds. And I think it probably shouldn't. It probably should be a second. Like, I mean, this at the moment just looks weird because I only have just two buttons. So now if I do this, you can see it looks a bit better. And now if I add a fifth one, it should add the arrow. So after 5 I do need to find another model to use. Use this one. Let's just use that. Yeah, this did not seem to work. I don't think this has been added correctly then, because that is not scrolling at all. It's not adding scrolls to it. Which JVS one is that? Okay, that's a nice folder. Lower VGUI, horizontal scroller. So I think I need to do that. Okay. Yeah, there you go. In here you can see where it's still lined up, so it is actually being rendered just off, so it's not where we want it to be. But if you can see, click this, you can change, load, done. I mean, we'll then need to add the name, blah blah blah. So, sorry about that. But that's it for this panel. Yeah. I do need to look into why this octagon is no longer working. And also increase the generalized font in these buttons, because I mean they're all using the same thing at the moment. And of course that sounds, but sounds will come later.